All right, we're here with Coach Demick, Catholic High head basketball coach, and this time of year there's always a lot of excitement and enthusiasm. So what's got you excited about your career?
Yeah, I think that we're a year older, maturity and we've had a great off season basketball wise in the weight room, and guys are starting to see a little bit of success from our philosophy getting the job 2 years ago, and now the system stuff is starting to they're benefiting from system basketball, and the fact that they're seeing it is affirmation for us. And so just being able to compete, the air's changing, the season's changing, and that always is kind of telltale when basketball season's coming. So
how many guys do you have back from last year?
Yeah, we lost only 3 guys last year, so our roster hasn't changed much at all. The football guys, we're always, rich tradition in football there at Catholic. So we're always kind of hanging on until the cavalry gets there, as a lot of our athletes are out there. But our basketball only guys, we returned most of those guys. So they've been playing a lot of basketball in our fall league. And then, we were able to have a scrimmage and then our preseason. So they're excited to get back out and for the real bullets to start flying here.
Not that we wanted the football team to lose, but the fact that you get those guys a little earlier maybe helps a little bit. But so who are some of the guys that you're counting on that you're going to be some of the leaders and some guys to watch out for?
Yeah, well, Solomon Sutton, he's our utility guy. He can really go 1 through 5. Not that, at the next level, if he's blessed to play there, he won't be playing 5 there at all. But he's just, at 6'3", he's done a little bit of everything for us. And so excited for him his senior year, to compete in the community. We had a transfer come in from North Carolina. He was a 16th ranked point guard in North Carolina, and family moved, military family, and they chose to come to Catholic. And so, they've been gelling with him a little bit. And then, there's some other role guys that have been in our system for 3 years now and have really bought into our what we're teaching and our philosophy. And so they complement those guys. And our point guard, Amari Dickin, he's been there 4 years. He's one of our best on-ball defenders. And for a long time, he was kind of a chase the ball kind of guy, defender, and now his help defense and has really come along, which has helped him tremendously on the court and helped us. And then of course those football athletes, there's 3 or 4 out there that will play significant minutes for us that did over the summer when we did a lot of winning. So we're excited to see the whole thing come together.
Catholic, they have a strong tradition in basketball. They've had a number of good winning years, but you're trying to but it was down, and you're trying to build it back up. Are you seeing maybe this is the year where the corner starts to get turned?
Yeah. When I got there were very few football players in the program. I think we're probably across all 3 basketball teams. Of course, there wasn't a freshman team when I got there, but we've had one every year. We're probably, north of 20 players that come from the football program. And it's important, for us, the physicality and the way the game's played here in the South, largely because you get a lot of football guys from the other schools. We need those guys. And so, to see those guys, even while they're still playing another sport, they're traveling to watch us play in the summer, in the fall, and they're excited. The culture's there. So it's a good time to be a part of Catholic Crusader basketball.
What about style-wise? What are we going to see from your crew? Is it going to be similar to what you've been doing, or some changes?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, I because of all the philosophy and the teaching that we've had to do for 2 years, it's our brand. I wouldn't say is the most exciting to watch, but because of the way the guys have grown and have and some pieces that we have, it's going to be fast-paced. We're going to score a lot off of our defense, so transition basketball. I always tell the guys, look, you guys want to go play and do you, no problem. Every time you steal the ball, you get to go do you on the other side. But every time it's a made basket, we're in our offense, whatever that is, you know. So motivates them to go out there and they want to play their style, then go guard.
All right, so before you were a Catholic, you were at East Hill, and then before that, you were at Lead, doing the ladies over there. But before that, you were on Pete Penna's staff at PSC for many years. And Pete, of course, a legendary guy in this area, great basketball coach. So what were some of the things that you picked up from him? What are some lessons from Pete that you use?
Well, too much, I guess. You know, Coach Richard Labounty was the best man in Pete Penna's wedding, who's my boss now. And every day, I think he doesn't miss an opportunity to say, "You're Pete Penna." That's how he holds his arms. That's how he, you know. So I think maybe a little too much I picked up from Coach. Of course, our relationship goes beyond, you know, coaching. I used to work his volleyball tournaments, you know, and get lines judges when I was in college. I'd bring students over and we'd make money doing that. So I was waiting tables at a little barbecue restaurant, Rich's Barbecue, when I was 16, and the volleyball staff at Pensacola State used to come in all the time. So I've known him for quite some time. But as far as basketball is concerned, he's always been a player's coach. You know, he's got a way of making you feel this big on the court, and then by the time you're showered and heading back to the dorm, you know, he it's like sitting in Santa's lap. You know, he's just he knows how to manage the players, and so if I have any of that, I'd be lucky.
Good luck this year.
Pleasure. Thank you.
And somebody do work.